Hey guys, it's Kathy, and today I'm going to be doing the Jake Gyllenhaal book tag. It was created by Gabby from Gabby Reads, and I will link her video as well as my social medias down in the description. And if I have a book review for any of these books, I will link them down below in the description as well. And just keep in mind, I for some of the prompts that are in this book tag, I either don't own it. Like I either have not read that book for that respective respective prompt, which, knowing myself, I will pretty much admit that openly, or potentially have improv and pretty much put somewhere else, like put it in place, replace it with something else that I have read, or have unhauled. Those are the three. Those, I just feel like I wanted to let you guys know about that, so you guys aren't like, what's up with this person? Why is she losing her sanity or something like that? Actually, no, that's not much of a good reason, but I just wanted to put that out there for your information, like FYI, obviously. So, yeah, just wanted to let you guys know about that. So, yeah. And just beware, I have not seen all of these movies, so in case you guys were wondering, it might help at all. So, yeah, if you guys want me to read them, like, not read them, but if you guys have any recommendations for, like, if you guys want me to watch them, go ahead. I would seriously appreciate it. But also for the prompt that I either, like, that for the books that I haven't, for some of the books, for the respective prompts that I don't own, or for mainly that, or for the prompts that I don't have books for. But if you guys have any recommendations based off of those prompts, please let me know in the description below. Wow. What am I saying? Anyway, if you guys want me to, if you want to comment any recommendations down in the comment section, now that I have that right, please be my guest and do so, because I would seriously appreciate it. I would seriously appreciate the recommendations. So yeah, just want to let you guys know about that. So yeah. For the first prompt is Donnie Darko, your favorite called classic book. And I have a few options for this, because technically I chose literal classics. Just beware that these are not the full editions for it. So yeah, so I pretty much chose Little Women by Louisa May Alcott, as well as The Secret Garden by Frances Hodgkin Burnett. I feel like these two books are definitely the definition of cult classics, because they pretty much have to do with a girl. Like they pretty much have to do with people learning. Like, I admit I could easily use either one of these for a later question, but I didn't feel like doing it for a later question. So they're obviously two awesome books, and I personally like how they were done, obviously. So yeah. The next prompt is the day after tomorrow. Your favorite apocalypse book. And then, like I said earlier, I have not read any books that have anything that have to do with like that have to do with an apocalypse. So if you guys have any recommendations, please comment down in the description so I can either check them out on Goodreads or Amazon, depending on my mood. The next prompt is Brokeback Mountain, your favorite LGBTQ plus, LGBTQ plus book, and I pretty much chose Queens of Geek, obviously, because it has to do with one of the characters is bisexual, and I admit it's a pretty good book. Regardless of people, I know that there's people who probably have no interest in reading this book. I personally just do, because it was personally related. It was personally relatable to me for the autistic rep, because Taylor, who's one of the characters, she pretty much is autistic, and I appreciate the representation that was that was brought up in the book, and I feel like it could potentially be a movie if that helps. Because if it would be a film, it would make me happy, and I'll seriously appreciate it. So why not? The next prompt is Maggie and Jake, who are real life siblings. Obviously, if you haven't seen them in Donnie Darko, like I said, I personally haven't seen all of these movies. Sorry, that was my desktop. But anyway, I think they were the only I think they were the only siblings, according to Gabby, if I remember correctly. They pretty much are the only siblings to have won, like, not one, but have Oscar nods for doing whatever movie in this century, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong about that, but that's just if I remember correctly. So yeah, let's just get to the answer. And for the who's your favorite book siblings? And for this, I have two answers, kind of like the very first question. Just putting it out there, but anyway. I pretty much, even though I'm currently reading one of them, obviously, I pretty much chose Carter and Sadie from the King Chronicles, because the relationship's hilarious, and it's pretty much cute, as well as the Thompson brothers. And one sec. Sorry about that. My mom was demanding my attention, and I gave it to her. But anyway, that's not the point. Anyway, the other book the other siblings I chose, which in this case is two sets of siblings. But I chose the Thompson brothers and the Evelyn and Frankie from, if I remember correctly, they were all siblings as well. I can't remember for a fart, but I can't remember two farts. That's inappropriate. Anyway, sorry about that. I'm done. Can you tell? Anyway, if I remember correctly, they were siblings. If not, I'm not too worried about it. But if they were great. I should remember this, but I don't, so I'm mentally screwed. So anyway, I thought both relationships from the brothers and the sisters were hilarious. Mainly the brothers, but I thought the two girls were able to were able to cool off the the guys in the book. So yeah, why not? And I also like how, when it comes to the Kane Chronicles, I love how from the beginning of the book, they were pretty much complete strangers, and they eventually grew to, even though they kind of have a love-hate relationship, they pretty much grow to love each other at one point, and like as siblings, and it's funny. So, just for that information only, I just felt like adding it so you guys have more of an in-depth opinion from me. So, yeah. The next prompt is love and other drugs, and sorry, you had to hear that. The people in my house are, I don't even know if they belong. Like, I don't even know if they're my sibling, if they're my family or not. But anyway, off topic of this tag. My apologies for that. But anyway, back to the prompt. The prompt is pretty much love and other drugs. And the prompt for that respectively speaking is obviously your favorite romance book. Shouldn't be much of a shocker. Shouldn't be much of a shocker. I don't even have to talk about this that much because I have a review of it. So, like I said, shouldn't be much of a surprise. The next prompt is I was about to say, oh crap, I screwed up. Sorry. Anyway, sorry about that. Anyway, the next prompt is prisoners. Your favorite mystery. I haven't read mysteries yet, but if you do, comment down below. Like if I should read any or not. But anyway, I put in place of that, even though this is a totally 195% different genre in general. I pretty much put I pretty much put I pretty much put Deck the Halls by Mary and Carol Higgins Clark. So I'm not gonna talk about it that much, but I admit it was pretty good. It should be better off it should personally be a standalone. That's just me. But yeah, that's all I've got to say at the moment. So yeah. Then the last prompt that I have actively as a physically have a book for at the moment is pretty much Billy Hope, a major character transformation. Chase from the Five Stones trilogy. Actually, everyone main character wise from the Five Stones trilogy. Yeah, don't want to say much because it pretty much has to do with spoilery. Yeah, might as well. I'm still gonna read the last couple of questions, even though I don't have books for them. I'm still gonna read them, obviously. So, yeah. Anyway, Los Angeles, where Jake Gyllenhaal is from. A book that takes place in Los Angeles. Don't have a book that takes place in Los Angeles. So if you have any if you have any recommendations specifically to that, towards that, comment. Would seriously appreciate it. And the last question is pretty much Demolition, a book that you would love to demolish. which in other words, a book that you, which pretty much means a book you love to hate. Which, anything that's either, like, if you're friends with me on Goodreads, you would know, because I have a DNF shelf. Or you can check what I have so far on my disappointing bookshelf or my DNF bookshelf on Goodreads, and it'll just eat that easy. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I thought it would be different, like a good different. So yeah, and let me show you all the books that obviously that I chose. I'm forgetting, actually I shouldn't say I forgot one, but here are the books that I mentioned. Like I said earlier, I will leave Gabby's video down in the description if you guys are interested on checking it out. So, I also apologize for the rocket. For the rocket in the background, it was either my desktop, which is directly right behind you, or my family downstairs, or my mom just coming up here because of stuff. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video despite all of that, and me not having any of the despite me not having all of the books for the questions, and me changing it up a little bit. So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. So yeah, why not? See you guys later. Bye. Sorry.